Imagine you're frozen solid for 46,000 years. Woolly mammoths roam above, the world is locked in an ice age, and then you wake up in 2024. Sound like science fiction? Well, for one tiny creature, this is a true story. Our journey begins in 2018, in one of the most desolate places on Earth, the Kolyma River region of Siberia. Here, the ground is permafrost soil that's been frozen for thousands of years. As global temperatures rise, this icy vault is starting to crack open, revealing secrets from a lost world. A team of Russian scientists was excavating a cliffside when they found something incredible. An ancient, fossilized squirrel burrow buried 130 feet deep. This wasn't just dirt, it was a time capsule. Radiocarbon dating showed this spot had been frozen solid for 46,000 years. As the scientists examined soil samples under a microscope, they spotted them teeny, motionless, thread-like organisms. To the naked eye, they looked like dust. To the scientists, they were a miracle waiting to happen. These were nematodes, or roundworm. The samples were rushed to the Max Planck Institute in Germany, where researchers began a delicate reanimation protocol. No lightning, no high-tech machines. They just used a bit of water and warmth. As the ice melted and moisture seeped back into the worms' dried-out bodies, something impossible happened. They began to twitch, and then they moved. After 46,000 years, these creatures were alive. How did they do it? The secret is a superpower called Cryptobiosis. When the environment becomes deadly, these worms can shut down their metabolism to just the 1/100% of normal levels. They essentially stop living without actually dying. The researchers discovered that the worms produce a special sugar called Trehalose. This sugar replaces the water in their cells, forming a kind of protective glass that prevents them from bursting when they freeze. They literally turn themselves into biological glass. Now, as you can imagine, the media went wild, calling it a Jurassic Park moment. But let's separate the real science from the myths that started flying around online. First up, the myth of the zombie worm. People feared these revived creatures could be undead monsters or carry ancient plagues. The reality, these worms, now identified as a new, previously extinct species called Panagrolaimus kolymaensis, are microscopic. They eat bacteria. They pose zero threat to humans or any other animal. Then there was the myth of human cryogenics. If a worm can do it, why can't we freeze people and wake them up in the future? The reality is humans are just too complex. Our organs are made of billions of cells that all react differently to freezing. We don't have that magic Trehalose sugar, and figuring out how to thaw a person is currently impossible. However, studying these worms is giving us incredible insights into how we might better preserve human organs for transplants. But here's the most mind-blowing part of the story. These resurrected worms didn't just survive, they thrived. This particular species is parthenogenetic, meaning they don't need a mate to reproduce. Within weeks of waking up, the original ancient worms laid eggs, creating a brand new colony with 46,000-year-old DNA. We didn't just find a survivor, we successfully brought a species that was technically extinct back into the modern world. So, as we wrap up this journey through time, we have to ask, what else is hiding in the ice? These worms are harmless. But the melting permafrost is also home to ancient bacteria and giant viruses that have been revived after tens of thousands of years. The resurrection of Panagrolaimus kolymaensis proves that life is far more resilient than we ever imagined. It challenges our definition of death itself and shows us that the past is never truly gone. It's just waiting for the right temperature to wake up. What do you think? Does the idea of thawing out the past excite you? Or does it feel like a risk we shouldn't be taking? Drop a comment below with your thoughts. I read every single one. And if you want to stay on top of the most incredible scientific breakthroughs, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching.